Introduce Tim today, and this is a monumental day. Tim is wearing a suit, dress shoes, and a tie. I've only ever seen Tim in shorts at cross-country indoor and outdoor track. And for Tim, his accomplishments are gargantuan, and what he's done with athletes. But what I want to say is personal about Tim today is when I met Tim, he represented all the passions that all of us feel as coaches, but he also expressed them loudly and outwardly wherever he was at. I used to think he is an angry young man. And then we did something we always do in the NAIA with people who are a little cantankerous and complaining. We put him on committees. And then we elected him as an officer. And all those passions started to get formed a little closer, not so much worried about Siena Heights, but the NAIA and the track and field experience of our athletes as a whole. And the transition that Tim made, and the choices he made to focus himself in and become a man of integrity that he is, and to have his passions be focused in on what's best for the athletes in NAIA and not just what he wanted, was really, Tim, it was just marvelous to watch and to be your friend and to go through that and always want to be together and say hello at nationals. Even, all through all those things, I think you've just shown how much we can grow and mature in our coaching by being aware of who we are and what we're trying to do. Tim's been a good leader in the NAIA. He's been a good friend. He's so dedicated and committed to his athletes, and the passion when he's cheering for them is fun to watch and hear. And so, Tim, congratulations on this honor. You earned it by the accolades that your athletes achieved, but it's who you've become and how you focus in on them that's made it more possible than ever, and that you've come to appreciate it in a whole different way that's so internal, that's expressed in the smiles you have and just how you conduct yourself in an honorable and integrity way that's above and beyond compare. So thank you. And Mr. Smith, Fred Smith's going to come and talk about you in a more personal way, and congratulations.
Coach, I want to congratulate Hillary, all the student athletes and coaches that have been honored here today. Being at an NAIA National Championship is the highest honor any coach or student athlete can have. Having been blessed to coach in 12 basketball championships, I'll tell you there's nothing better, and congratulations. I pretty much spent 44 years of my life serving Siena and the NAIA, and it's been probably one of the great honors and privileges of my life. Another is working with and being a friend to this man here, the coaching honoree, Tim Bauer. Coach Bauer, I could tell stories and anecdotes that only your friends and people in our community would understand and recall. And believe me, I have some after listening to Coach. I can see you had some fun out here in the early years too. Today I want to briefly let all you know that what this man has meant to the students, faculty and staff, and alumni, and many friends of Siena Heights University. He's one of the most generous, nicest, friendliest coaches and colleagues I've ever been associated with. He is positive, upbeat, and is a tremendous competitor. Tim loves competition and how it makes us all better, and in his words, makes us tougher. Tim is a lover of sports and the passion it creates. The student athletes he recruited and coached are forever part of his life. Tim is so connected with his athletes as he did not build just a great cross-country and track program, but a huge family. It is important to note that Coach Bauer only had an outdoor track at Siena Heights 10 years ago. Tim fits Siena Heights' mission, and it has meant so much to the university since he transferred from Findlay University in 1978 and started coaching 40 years ago. I love this man. He has been there for me in some very, very tough times. He wants to get this ceremony over quickly. But I'm telling you, you guys need to know what he has meant to Siena Heights University, the Adrian community, as well as to the WAC conference, the NAIA in general. I'm proud to introduce Coach Tim Bauer as the newest member of the NAIA Hall.
Wow. Russ, thank you. I won't talk long. I know I used to talk a lot, but it's going to be a lot of thank yous. And we all know, and Hillary, congratulations. Man, what an honor to watch you run. As soon as I saw your name, I'm like, oh my. She was tough. And I'd like to thank the Hall of Fame committee, and Courtney, and everyone that was involved in the decision. And Bob and Russ, they've been here as long as I have, and kind of some mentors along with some Doan coaches and all the coaches that we've made friends with. These are the relationships that we'll have forever. And I just want to thank everyone, every coach in here, male, female, for what you've done for the NAI and us. And the NAI back in the day, that was a division. And that was before everything else came along. Remember being in Kansas City, Missouri. I met Andre the Giant, the real one there, from World Wrestling Federation. But as Russ said, yeah, I was kind of brash in the day, but I really, truly want to thank, and as a typical coach, we made our athletes practice while I'm here, so, because you got to do that for the national championships, so. But I want to thank, before I get to all my friends, the Davis family that came. Kevin ran for me, and they gave me recruits for years, and their son's running for Southeastern now, and I was awesome when you guys showed up, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Michael Orlando, our Dean of Students, came down. Scott Oliver, he's our assistant AD, women's soccer coach. Coach Briggs, who's been a friend of mine forever. These are the guys that got us through all the tough times, and Coach Smith, we've been through a lot of tough times together. And he's in the Hall of Fame also for basketball in the NAIA, so he deserved it. He was one of the winningest coaches ever. So all you WAC coaches that had to put up with us for all these years, thank you. And what is great to see, besides all the older faces that we've had here forever, and we've had great relationships, and I think that's what the NAI is about. You see coaches in the NAI for 50 years. You know, and it's amazing that they stay and they're loyal to their schools and their athletes. And I want to thank all our current athletes and all our alumni. As Coach Smith said, our homecomings are great. We have a lot of our athletes come back. And that's what it's all about. We don't get here because it's us. We get here because of you and all the kids that we've coached, and watch them grow, come with their families, their children. I'm in third generations now with families, I think, so it's getting close, let me tell you. It's been a while, but I've been blessed to be part of this NAI, and I'm humbled to be up here. And for me to say I'm humbled after about 25 years ago, that's something. So, everyone, thank you so much for your support, friends for coming down, and the NAI for all they do. It's a great organization, and I'm glad I'm in it, and I didn't want to be anywhere else. And thank you, everybody.
Good job, Tim. Pretty good speech.